Jesus says, "Come out of religion and dwell in my heart." Spread this message around the globe. July 11th, 2015. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began. The Lord had a very interesting turn of events message for us today. He's calling for a favor from our YouTube family. He has assembled a certain group of souls together on this channel. The second seal is war, as it is written in Revelation 6:3. When he broke the second seal, I heard the second living creature saying, "Come." And the red horse went out, and to him who sat on it, it was granted to take peace from the earth, and that men would slay one another. And a great sword was given to him. And my spirit really bore witness to that. You know, Jesus has given us the key to protection from this dark force, his sacrificial love, still flowing richly from the cross, his blood, his name, but most especially his love, cultivated daily in dwelling prayer. This is the weapon he wants to arm all men with. Jesus began, "CERN is indeed the sword given to take peace from the earth, but on many levels. All over the world, this dark matter is in place to be used to promote sin and degradation. That is why I want our messages to be spread abroad. It is important to me that these messages go around the world. I want to promote them. Those who have tuned into our channel are a unique blend of mystics, romantics, and very dedicated laid-down lovers of Jesus, as Heidi Baker would say. This is that day and age where the gospel is indeed going around the world. I'm sick at heart with the religious bondages that have passed for the representation of my faith. What I began with 11 simple men, and make note, the one who was not simple among them was the traitor. So now we have come to the point where it is necessary to deliver this message into the hands of my little ones around the world. I want to use technology to make my point. What is so beautiful and simple about the faith we are sharing is that it is love and sacrifice centered. From the very beginning, those were the two themes I presented in my life. But that simplicity was lost by very clever men infiltrating my church. Even now, you are finding out how Satan has entered and perverted the church and placed his mark on the very foundations. It is increasingly important that all of you press into my love. I want to inebriate you in my goodness and saturate every pore with the sweet serum of my love, the cure for all the ills of this world, and your ultimate protection from the dark and nefarious ones. When I first began these teachings, I was reaching out to the ones who fell between the cracks, the rejected, beaten down, and misunderstood. And indeed my bride is wearing my crown of scorns, and she has cleaved to me, as I anticipated. But now we must reach out to the churched, who are held in the clutches of bondage to a system I never created. Now many of my generals and lieutenants are captive in the ritual Christian culture. Mind you, I did not say simply culture. I love the cultures and the varieties of the whole earth. I gave to each their own unique flavor and purpose on this earth, and all are dear to me. I want only to infuse them with my spirit not with social correctness and cover-ups, but with transparency and honesty, that they too have fallen short of the glory of God, not with rules and gates, but with love, seeping from every pore of their being. I wish to reach the pastors of the churches that are dying. I want them to see why I have withdrawn my miraculous presence, why people are leaving, why they are lukewarm and worn out. I want a whole new and fresh breeze of my spirit to permeate the church. And I want to say it will not be dependent on your fasting and sacrifices, so stop fretting over this. Claire, this is going to be done by me, my way. You only have the grace I've given you to distribute it at the proper time. You needn't be anything more than you truly are. Claire, I want them to see this is not about a man or a movement. This is about my spirit, and it is a movement to come back to my heart and dwell with me. All over the world, confusion reigns as to what I'm really about. I want a complete and total end to that. No more shall man consider religion. No more shall man stumble in the dark looking for the truth. For I shall take up my residence within him, and he shall know the truth, and it shall set him free. I'm wanting to put a complete and total end to religion and give all of mankind nothing more than an introduction to my love and the grace I give on a daily basis to keep him walking in my love and my wisdom. For this cause, I need the cooperation of our family. I want them to begin to reach out to their brothers and sisters who are still in bondage to a denomination and call them into my arms, where I wait unconditionally to shower my love upon them, that they may emit the fragrance of my love wherever they go. These who I'm targeting are weary, Claire, so very weary with all the games and posturing in my body. They are looking for a newfound freedom. They sense it is coming, but they don't know what it looks like. They are the walking dead in the churches, going through the motions and expected routines, yet sick and tired to the core of the emptiness of it all. The vitality and life is missing. It has been replaced by form and ritual. And I'm not speaking of the liturgical churches alone, not at all. The Pentecostals, the holiness movement, and the non-denominationals are also steeped in ritual, but they have been so busy pointing the finger at the liturgical churches, they don't realize they themselves are just as regimented, confined, and ritualized as they are. But Lord, a certain kind of form and order are necessary. Have you forgotten what I taught you in the Wounding Water series? Social status, fear of intimacy, love of money. These are the norm for the church. It is expected that they do business like this. I want to break the mold and call them back into my heart in purity and faithfulness to the example of my very life. So this is the message I have today for my bride. I'm calling you out of man's heart and into mine, pure and simple, literally. I'm asking you, my brides, to begin to excite those in your church with what I have touched you with: transparency, unconditional love, and profound, unheard of intimacy with me, to carry the flame of my love forward to those who are suffering in bondage to the system. Go now and proclaim my love, calling each of the wounded back into my heart for some serious healing.